Okay, I tell you once more, happy St. Patrick's Day! I want to share once more, there are diets out there that are beneficial for health and you might want to know about. I am not talking about to quickly lose weight or anything fad diet like that. I mean for the nutritional element and how it can help heal things that you might think you're stuck with for life. Earlier, I talked about the Feingold Diet. The main premise is it gets rid of artificial colors, artificial flavorings, which kind of short-circuit the brain and can really exacerbate things like ADHD, etc. I also feel very strongly about the autoimmune protocol diet. Now, I know there are people who know many more of the ins and outs, but I almost couldn't believe it when I first heard. There are people reversing their autoimmune diseases that they were told they are going to be dealing with the rest of their life. I didn't think that was possible. I thought it defied medicine, but it's happening. I've met these people in person, and I've seen the difference in how healthy they are. I thought that once you had these diseases, it was just a life sentence of pill popping and there was just about nothing you could do about it. As it turns out, you can fix it nutritionally. And just like it is considered silly by many to try to lose weight faster than you gained it, if you put the right things in, you'll get the right things out. Kind of like you get what you pay for. I always like to say, if you put diesel in your gasoline-powered car, how well is it going to run? Things today may look the same, like bread, let's say, that our grandparents had, but the ingredients are so different. Even with the animals, they're eating different things, they're being injected with different things, and we can't go about life the way our grandparents may have before things were as processed as they were. I remember reading in a medical book how what is now called irritable bowel syndrome used to be called spastic colon, and this only appeared at the turn of the century when foods began getting heavily processed. So, in case you haven't heard yet, in case it's of any relevance, in case you're a curious person and like to learn about life, maybe you don't even need it for yourself, but maybe someone you know in your family, friend circle, community. Learn a bit more about the Feingold Diet and the autoimmune protocol. Quite frankly, the recipes are amazing, delicious, and just healthy for pretty much everybody. By the way, did you know that Tom Brady follows a very anti-inflammatory diet that's pretty close to the autoimmune protocol diet? Paleo is not far off from the autoimmune protocol diet. The autoimmune protocol is just a bit more specific, but a lot of the same general food groups and whatnot. And while I may not know everything there is to know about football, I would say he seems to be doing pretty well and staying in better shape than anybody else I've ever seen at his age. We had the pleasure of hearing from his body coach a few different times at some of our church conferences, and what he taught us was amazing. If you have any interest in the spiritual connection with nutrition, he taught us about how, some people call it intuition. We might be more likely to call it hearing from the Holy Ghost. Sometimes it's both, sometimes it's connected. But when you get rid of your inflammation, it's like getting rid of static in your brain and seeing a TV channel that's all blah, 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 snowy, and then it just clears up and you have better communication even with your environment around you. You can be more at one with nature. It's amazing what dropping your inflammation can do, whether you have a diagnosed condition yet or not. Better to prevent than have to solve the problem once it's begun. I hope that we can all improve our health and hopefully, as a result, improve the world, because when we're feeling better, we can get a lot more done to help each other. Love you and happy St. Patrick's Day!